The whole process for us kind of like is split in three ways. They're kind of like underpinned by one main thing. So the first one is tackling the issue during the ticketing buying process. And that's kind of like employing the likes of ID verification, features like that, or Face ID, potentially introducing ballots as a way to tackle the problem at the source, if you will. And that's basically to fight the bots, to fight maybe bad actors and stuff. So one is like the system side of things, and that's the first part when it's the actual buying. The second bit is around the actual event day, match day. And that has to do with people on the ground. As we say, boots on the ground, basically. People around trying to identify, people trying to sell tickets. We call them, bad actors, basically. And we're trying to identify them by having people both undercover and visibly with their nice vests around. And again, in terms of technology on that side, that's where we could potentially introduce the likes of Face ID, for example, to get into the stadium. The third one has to do with the aftermath, if you will, of what happens to those who are caught. And it has to do with bans and sanctions, because if you are a season ticket holder, if you got your ticket because you are a member, and we can identify all of that, we can get to the bottom of it. Basically, we have to turn into sleuths and investigate whatever we can to get to the bottom of it. And that has consequences, if you will, for the fan if we identify, as I say, that they are a member or they are a season ticket holder. And that could be a 6-month ban, or you lose your season ticket, different levels of, depending on what it is, if it's your first offense, second offense, or whatnot. So we have to deal with that side of things as well in the aftermath. What is the main, the one thing, as I say, that underpins everything is the communications to people and the education part. Take them on a journey with us and explain why we do everything we do. Talking about balance, it's one thing trying to introduce digital ticketing, and it's another thing now trying to add to that 1 layer, 2 layers of extra steps. And they need to understand why we do that.